That's traditionally Korean in it.
For about 40 years, Korea was under Japanese occupation. Their culture was wiped out and they were cut off to the world. With K-pop, Korea's been able to take elements of Western culture, make it their own, and are happy to share that with the world. But foreign K-pop fans, mainly American, feel this need to protect K-pop even though it's not really theirs to protect.
I don't want white people in my fucking K-pop. Stay in America.
How do you interact with these types of reaction videos?
This specific reaction video we thought was really interesting.
These guys literally look like, wait, those are K-pop stans? Bro, when I feel like they look like the type of dudes that would be saying, we don't want no black people around these parts. I saw these dudes storming the White House. Oh no.
There's definitely a sense of ownership K-pop fans have over K-pop, and it's so interesting because they themselves act as if they're an ambassador of K-pop. And so when they see something threatening it, or something that they think is threatening it, they are very outrightly trying to protect it.
But it's exoticizing and demeaning, and it's Orientalist, you know? Yeah. This talk around race and...
Bro, when I imagine someone fucking like portraying themselves on the internet as like, you know, like a Korean K-pop idol, like I don't picture Tim the Tap Man behind that avatar, you know what I mean? I picture like a fucking 14-year-old girl. It's kind of wild.
Political correctness, you really have to look at the situation, and a lot of people that know about us know the very surface of it and make that like very quick judgment.
Had it ever registered that you had taken members of the majority in America and you had made them...
Fun fact, current editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics. Yes, Marvel Comics pretended to be Japanese for literally years. Wait, what? They were a fucking weeb like that?
Minorities in Korea?
Yeah, that was the point of this project.
I wanted to hear from some of these more outspoken foreign K-pop fans, so I invited a couple of them to talk about the root of their feelings towards EXP Edition.
What was your collective first impression of EXP Edition?
Not killer.
That was very nice.
I thought they were trolling. Everybody was taking them seriously, but I was like, these guys are funny.
You thought it was a mockery?
Yeah.
K-pop is like a set of conventions. That's why we like go to K-pop for that. So when they're doing this thing, it's like, that's not what we expected. I mean, the philosophy of life is you have to be better or you have to be different. And so they tried to hit up that we're very different. They're like, look how white we are. Ta-da, right? And everyone's like, okay, but your skills aren't where they need to be. Your production isn't where it needs to be. Your songs aren't where they need to be. So what are you doing?
At first, because it was like his college creation, that they were being satirical. And then they're like, oh, people actually want to see this.
It's funny though, because like when I first came in contact with the group, it seemed like a cash grab to me. But from what I've seen so far, I think they are really trying to make it as a K-pop group.
I think that anybody can break into the market. I don't want to see it. I have no interest in watching it.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, then don't watch it. Problem solved. I mean, they're just trying to fucking... I mean, I don't have like a cultural problem with this. It's not your place to have a cultural problem with this. Like, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like, it's all manufactured to begin with. But also at the same time, like, they just suck. They're just not good. You know what I mean? Like, the market in that situation corrected itself.
Because...
Was it because they're white? Is that going to be your question?
No, not yet, but... we can talk... That was the question. We can talk about that, right? Like, was it because they were a majority white, like, mostly American group?
No. It was just because it was so cringy. Because, I mean,
But did that have to do with their being white?
Probably. I can't really explain it to you. It's a weird thing. And it's funny because in the comment section of some of my videos, I've had the exact same question. Like, I just don't want to see non-Asians in K-pop. And it's like, it's not that there's nothing to do with the race. It's just, I think it's some people are sick and tired of how Western culture pushes certain things in your face with.
But isn't K-pop kind of like, this is going to fucking get me canceled. And this is outside of my realm of expertise, but isn't K-pop itself like literally taking American pop culture to its like fucking maximum logical conclusion? Like, isn't that literally what K-pop is? Isn't K-pop like heavily Western influenced? And by the way, I'm a product of cultural assimilation. Like, I'm a dude who sounds exactly like your average American, okay? I grew up in fucking Turkey as an Ameribu, right? And so clearly I don't have a problem with like that kind of cultural exchange. You know what I mean? I literally don't care. But turning around and being like, oh my God, like what the fuck? You know, what are they doing? They're stealing. What are they doing? Stealing it back? That's why it's like when you're a white, when you're a bunch of white guys trying to do K-pop, you're just doing pop. You're literally just doing like in sync. You know what I mean? And they're not even doing a good job with that. They're just doing a bad job.